Module 8, Chapter 10, Mathematics of Real Estate Finance. What is the appraised value of a property that was granted an 80% loan-to-value ratio and has 6% loan with monthly interest of $1,766.67? Okay, well, let's see. The 6% loan interest payment is $1,766.67, but that's for a month. So let's take that times 12 months. And that gives us $21,200. And I think 0.04. Let me make sure on that math. Sometimes I can't read my handwriting. 1766.67 times 12. Yeah, 0.04. Okay. But we know that that's the annual payment with a 6% loan. So let's divide that by 0.06. And that gives us $353,334. And we have an 80% loan to value. So times 0.80 equals $441,667.55 is the appraised value. If the lender grants an 80% loan-to-value ratio on a property valued at $175,000, how much additional cash would you owe at closing if you already paid $15,000 in earnest money? Okay, well, let's see. 175 times 80% equals 140. And I've already paid $15,000. So 80% loan amount, 140, but I've paid 15, so let's add that in. And that gives us 155. So now we can say 175 minus 155 equals 20,000 cash that I would need at closing. If 3 discount points are charged to a buyer on a $200,000 loan in addition to 1 point loan origination fee, how much cash would the buyer have to pay for the loan? So we have a 3-point discount and a 1-point loan. So we have a total of 4 points. So 200,000 times 0.04 equals $8,000. A buyer earns $52,000 salary per year. In order to qualify for an 85% loan, his monthly PITI payment cannot be more than 28% of his monthly salary. The annual taxes and insurance will be $2,352.60. If the monthly principal and interest is $6 per 1,000 of the loan amount, what is the most sales price he can afford? This is going to have a few steps to it. Okay, so first off, this amount can not be more than 28% of the loan. Okay, so 52,000 times 0.28 equals 14,560. divided by 12 months, because that's annual, means that his payment should not be more than $1,213.33. Okay? But remember, we have to factor in his insurance and his interest into that payment. And we're trying to find how much he can afford to buy. So what we're going to do is say his taxes and insurance per month, $23.52.60 divided by 12 equals $196 a month for insurance and taxes. Okay? So, from the 1213, we need to subtract 196. That's actually 0.05. 196.05 equals 1016.28. $6 per every 1,000. So we got to divide that by 6 and then multiply it by 1,000. And that gives us 169,380 is the amount of house he can buy. So the first thing we had to do was figure out what 25% of his income, 28% of his income is. And then that gave us what our starting payment was. But then we needed to subtract our insurance and taxes. And then this last step here was figuring out our interest, and gives us an amount of $169,380. How much verifiable gross monthly income will a couple need in order to purchase a new home for $276,000 if they can obtain an 80% conventional loan for 15 years at 4% annual interest? The insurance will be 2% of the value, and the taxes are $7,161. The loan will require a monthly principal and interest of $4.77 for each 1,000 of the loan amount. The lender will use a 28-36 ratio, and the property appraises for $276,000. They have no other debt. Okay, we got to walk this backwards. So 276 times 0.80, because they can get an 80%, means that they can get a loan for $220,800. Or they would be. We're trying to figure out how much their income has to be. Okay, so now their interest payment, so we divide this by 1,000 and then multiply it by 4.77 to give us our interest is 105.3.22. That's our monthly interest payment. So now let's look at our insurance and taxes. So that's per year. And then we've got to add our taxes, right? Our 7161. So that gives us a total of 12,681. Let's divide that by 12 months, and that gives us 105,675. So per month, we have our principal and interest, and then our taxes. So let's add those up. 1053.22 plus 1056.75. $2109.75 payment per month. That amount right here can only be, they're in 28% of their income. So what I need to do to figure out that value is, I'm gonna go green. So I'm gonna divide this amount by 0.28, and that gives me a value of $75.34.82. So in order for them to buy the house that they want, they need to have a monthly income of $75.34.82. A couple can obtain an 80% loan to purchase a, loan to purchase a $370,500 home and must pay a loan origination fee of 1.5 points and 2.25 discount points to obtain a 4% 30-year loan. Okay, so let's add these up. They're going to pay 3.75 points. Okay, but they can only get 80% loan to purchase on the 370. So how much money will be required to pay down? We have two steps here. So they have a $370,500. They're going to borrow 80%. That is $296,400 times their points, equals do the math on that. Make sure I've got this right. 296,400 times 0.0375. And so in their points, they're paying 11,115 in points. Okay, now they are also have to bring the other 20%. 370,500 times 0.2 equals 74,100. 74,100 and 11,115 added together equals 85,215 down payment. That's what they have to bring to closing. The buyers paid $7,125 for 1 point origination fee and a 1.5 discount. One is the amount of their loan. Well, let's add these together. So we have 2.5 points which is 0.025. So 7125 divided by 0.025 equals 285,000. 285,000 is the amount of their loan. If the buyers in the previous problem are obtaining an 80% loan to value, what is the purchase price of their new home? Okay, well, we originally came up with that their home was 285,000, right? So if they're obtaining an 80%, what is the purchase price of their home? Divided by 0.8 equals, their home is 356,250. For how much monthly PITI payment can a buyer qualify if his gross monthly income is $13,432 and the lender applies the Fannie Mae's 2836 qualifying ratio? Okay. 13,432 times 0.28 equals 3760.96 monthly payment. A first-time home buyer has a car payment of $485, a student loan with a monthly payments of $78.50 and a court-ordered child support obligation of $600 per month and a minimum credit card payment of $121 per month. What is his maximal PITI payment for which she can qualify on her gross monthly salary of $65,000? Okay, so we're looking at net to debt here. So we've got $485 plus $78.50 plus $600 plus $121 for a total debt of $1,284.50 per month. Okay. Her monthly gross salary is $65,000. Times 0.36 equals 2340. From her 2340, we have to subtract her debt of $1,284.50. That gives us a total of 1055.50 is what she can pay per month on her mortgage. That concludes this module's lecture video. As usual, if you have any questions, please reach out to me, and good luck.